The gloves are on. White Glove Beers. And it's time to talk about the video that I've been teasing over the last couple of weeks. The one that involves the perfect draft. As you can see, we've got a couple of kegs here. So, in just a couple of days' time, over in the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico, got a very famous thing starting. Yes, we are talking about the World Cup, the Football World Cup. So while we are there, watching the World Cup, having a few beers, why don't we do a little World Cup of our own? The perfect draft World Cup of beers. Perfect draft World Cup beers. We've got a couple of the favourites here. We've got Lowenbrau representing Germany, and good old Jezzers Hawkston Lager representing the good old England at the World Cup. Yes, we're going to put 8 kegs up against each other. Straight knockout, quarter-final, semi-final, third place playoff, final. So yeah, just starting in 2 days' time, or 3 days' time, should I say, for our one. World Cup kicks off in 2 days, but in 3 days' time, we're going to have our first quarter-final. We're going to go to the other room in a minute. We're going to do the draw. But for now, let's talk about what beers we've got representing which countries. So, up first, I've put these in 2 pots. Just to make it even, rather than like Hawkston and Lowenbrau coming up against each other in the first round. Let's give them a chance to get through to the final. I mean, they could meet in the semi-final. We don't know yet. We've got to do the draw. But they're not going to meet in the first round, the quarterfinals. We've got 2 pots. So in the first pot, representing the US of A, we've got Budweiser. Good old Budweiser. And then representing Thailand, we've got Singer. Representing Spain, we've got San Miguel. And representing Mexico, we've got Corona. So there you go. There is 4 good beers there. 4 good beers that could get through to the second round. The semi-finals, you never know. But I wanted to put them up, give them a bit of a challenge, rather than having all the best ones fight each other and ending up with like Lowenbrau versus Budweiser in the final. We all know how that's going to end up. I thought I'd give them a chance. So in pot 2, we've got the big dogs. Representing Belgium, we've got Jupiler. Representing the Czech Republic, we've got Samson. Representing England, we've got Hawkston. And representing Germany, we've got Lowenbrau. So yeah, let's get to the other room and see who's playing who. Alright, so here we are at the draw. Let's get straight into it. Who's going to be the first beer to come out? Quarterfinal 1 is going to be Corona. And they are going to play like Samson. Corona versus Samson in the first round. Right, let's remove both of them so they can't be used again. So this will tell us who's going to be playing each other in the semi-finals as well, the winner of these 2. Let's do them both at the same time. We're going to have San Miguel versus Hawkston. San Miguel versus Hawkston. So I'm writing this down at the same time we're doing the draw. Let's remove both of them then. And let's see who's we playing in the third semi-final. We're going to have Singer up against Jupiter. And we definitely know what the last one is. But let's spin them anyway. Well, I'll write it down. Budweiser versus Low and Brown. And that completes the draw. Right, and that completes the draw. So this Friday the 12th of June, you're going to see Corona versus Samson. Corona Extra representing Mexico versus Samson representing the Czech Republic. So yeah, one of the host nations kicking it off, which is quite surprising because they are actually kicking off the tournament on Thursday night. So yeah, we know who won. Well, by the time that video goes out, I'll have to record it a bit in advance. We won't know who won. I'll probably be recording that video on the day of that game. And as that game's not kicking off till later, we won't know the result. But you lot watching this video will. So yeah, let's have a quick recap. So we have got Corona versus Samson, San Miguel versus Hawkston, Singer versus Jupiter, and Budweiser versus Lowenbrow. Now the winners of quarterfinals 1 and quarterfinal 2 will go into the semi-final against each other, and the winner of quarterfinals 3 and 4 will go against each other in that semi-final, with both of them playing in the final. On the 19th, we're actually going to do the video of the final for the 19th, with the 18th being the third place playoff as well. So it'll be like, I'm going to try and spread it out throughout the whole month, get the World Cup going, give you something to watch while enjoying the World Cup. So yeah, let us know who you think is going to win this perfect draft World Cup. If you haven't got one of these machines, I really recommend them, especially with the World Cup. If you order it now today, you'll get it in time for the World Cup, and you can sit there and enjoy all these great beers while watching the action. So yeah, if you do want one of these, there's a link down below that will give you £10 off if you use one of my codes. And yeah, you get yourself the machine, a glass, and a keg, maybe a couple of glasses, I can't remember. It's either 1 or 2 glasses, and a keg. And yes, you can be sitting there during the World Cup enjoying the beers like I will be. So yeah, there's 3 codes down there. Use one of them, get yourself some money off, order it today, get it in time for the World Cup. All right, hopefully this is going to be a good little series, and it's going to give us a winner of what is the best beer on the perfect draft. And you never know, might lead to more series. But yeah, this is going to be for the World Cup of beer. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you Friday for the first matchup. Cheers.